You've reached the Emerald City Church. How may I help you?
Oh, is that you, Kevin? I didn't think you'd be there already, so I was just gonna leave a message with the priest.
Oh, hey, Rufina. Yeah, I got here late this morning. How about you? When do you think you'll be getting here? I'm gonna be a little late, I'm afraid. Oh, sorry.
I'm gonna be a little late, I'm afraid. There's been an accident or something, so the train's been delayed. I probably won't be getting there until this evening now.
Gotcha. I'll wait here until you arrive. I think Reese and the kids would get all bent out of shape if I showed up without you.
Also, please don't be a freaking bot follow fest when I just started the stream. I'm not even going to say thanks for the follow unless you're a real person. Anyway, thanks for the follow unless you're not a real person. Oh, please. I'm sure you're just exaggerating. Although, speaking of Reese, I hope you've been thinking about how you're going to cheer her up.
I got it all planned out. I've been stocking up on souvenirs from every mission I've been going on. Should be enough to snap her out of her funk.
I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Girls her age are more complex than you think.
Yeah? I guess she's not really a kid anymore now that she's 13, but still. Actually, that's about how old you were when we first met, right?
Now that you mention it, it was. How time flies. Sorry, looks like the train's about ready to leave. I'm going to have to go. I'll see you later, then, alright? If you get bored of waiting, you're welcome to go on home ahead of me, of course.
Got it. See you later.
That was an annoying-ass ringing sound. Jesus.
Man, how time flies is right. Have I really not been home in like 2 years? Ugh. I guess that makes like 9 since I met Rufina. I hope Reese isn't too grumpy when we finally get there. Kevin! What is it, Father? Has something bad happened, bro?
Well, I've just received word that someone spotted a group of men dressed in all black at the edge of town. What's worse is they were supposedly heading for the mountain path.
Oh, you don't think?
If they were, Astor House must be their target, I fear. Do you have any idea what could be going on?
I wish I did. I doubt it's anything to do with the Grolsritter, at least, bro. I think I should go and check it out just in case.
Please do. Oh, do you know when Rufina's going to be arriving, by the way?
This evening, by the sound of it, brah. She said her train's been delayed. When she arrives, can you let her know what happened?
If she ever arrives, you mean?
Damn it, you fucking Jaegers, bro. Seems like there's anywhere between 5 and 10 of them. But what could they want with the gospel facility to begin with? Longer they're allowed to be in there, more danger the kids are in. I'm gonna have to try and handle this alone. Time to put my combat skills to good use, brah.
Okay, then. Find out next time what happens with that. Chapter 6, The Guardian's Trials. Welcome back to Legend of Heroes, Trails, and Sky the Third, everyone. Let's do the Chapter 3 thing, yo. Celeste? Oh, yeah, and when we left off last time, this happened. We got another sealed sealing stone, sealed stone. And inside was this Beezy. Basically an ancestor of Chloe, one of the Oslises, former queen, Celeste. So anyway, Celeste? Wasn't that the name of that name we saw in those data crystals? That's right. According to those, she was the de facto leader of the group of ancients who sealed away the Ariel. She was also the founder of Liberal's current royal family. Hee hee. Hee hee. Hee hee. I'm glad to see the information I left behind ended up proving useful to someone. It really did. So, then you're really the founder of Liberal's royal family? Not technically. I'm not the real Celeste Oslis. Think of me as something of a shadow, or a partial copy her personality created in order to influence Phantasma from within. How can you only be a partial copy? The truth behind you is apparently more complicated than we thought. You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind. You do appear... You don't appear to be a spirit of some kind, though. I see that now. I don't or I do. I don't know if that's a typo or if that's correct. That is correct. Well, apparently to her, according to her, it's correct. Before I try to explain just what I am, I should probably tell you more about what the world we are in is first. You can do that! This should be interesting. Boom, boom, bing, boom, boom. So wait, according to this thing, there's 7 planes. I said there was 8, didn't I? Maybe there's only 7. I wonder how close I am to the end of this game. Is there only going to be 7? There's going to be a lot of doors if there's only going to be 7. Anyway, let's stop talking about it. Anyway. As you are aware, the land in which you stand is called Phantasma. This is a world belonging to a higher plane of existence, created several thousands of years ago by the Oriole. Its purpose was to act as a subsystem for the Oriole in order to incorporate and process the will of the Liber-Ox populace. One might call it a self-organized world designed to realize countless possible others as necessary. Pardon? You lost me. Yeah, isn't there like a simple way to explain this? A simpler way? Well, while not technically correct, perhaps you could think of it this way. Phantasma is like a fictitious realm created by the Oriole in order to fulfill humanity's every wish and desire. Sorry, throat got dry for a second there. That's better. What exactly qualifies Phantasma as fictitious? I can't help but think it's far too real to be a land of pure fantasy. When I say a fictitious world, I don't mean to suggest that Phantasma is a complete lie. It's more like a shadowgraph or kaleidoscope. It has its own laws and can change to reflect countless different possibilities. Does this make the concept any easier for you to understand? Somewhat, yes. And suddenly the name Phantasma seems that much more appropriate. As I stated previously, it was a subsystem of the Oriole rather than being the Oriole itself, and it helped to grant people's desires. They were separate entities, but effectively like two sides of the same coin. The relationship caught our eye as we were devising the sealing mechanism. You mean the mechanism used to seal away the Oriole? That was also in those data crystals left behind? Exactly. At first, we thought our plan would be impossible to execute. After all, the Oriole had absolute control over space itself, and was able to influence mankind's every action. Even after coming upon the idea of temporally freezing it and imprisoning it with a gravity barrier, we had no way to implement our plans. Without that, they were simply ideas with no real meaning. We were effectively at a total loss.
You had discovered your foe's weakness, but had no way to take advantage of it. That must have been quite the frustrating predicament.
Indeed. And yet, our perseverance rewarded us with the development of something that could take advantage of that weakness. The Recluse Cube. Is this what this is known as, then? Yes. That is the only object in existence able to interact with Phantasma without relying on the Oriole as an intermediary. Blah, blah, blah. Also, welcome to the stream, FML. You're more conscious today? Well, welcome, and welcome to back to reality, I guess. Celeste used to create use that to create a partial copy of her personality, that is, me, inside Phantasma. And once inside, I began working to sabotage Phantasma's functionality by using this garden as my base of operations. As a result of my efforts, the Oriole's processing ability was hindered just long enough for the plan to be executed.
He who catches his foe off guard wins the battle. The same principle applies to martial arts too. It sounds like you really put a lot of thought into planning everything.
Maybe, but I cannot deny that luck played a part in the end. Once the Oriole was sealed away, my work was done, and I fell into a deep sleep here. My reason being that if the Oriole were ever unsealed, I might be able to provide assistance to the people of that time. I'm pleased you've been able to handle it just fine without my help, however.
Haha. Luck's played a huge part for us too, though. We're not even sure where the Aureole is now. As far as we're aware, it disappeared during all that happened at the Liber Arc.
I thought as much. I was able to confirm the Aureole's disappearance from here within Phantasma too. When I did so, I thought my purpose for existing was finally over, and that all that was left for me and this land was to embrace a slow and peaceful destruction. But that was not to be. Soon the Lord of Phantasma appeared.
Ah, so that's when it happened.
Quite a rare development, I see.
The Lord of Phantasma appeared out of nowhere, stealing all of my power before I was even aware of what happened. After doing so, they began to remake Phantasma in accordance to their own designs. Both this world's current structure and the planes that make it up were all the Lords of Phantasma's creations.
Looks like your theory was correct, Ren. Still, that makes it a trifle... a trifle? Where the fuck did trifle come from? It sounds like... Yeah. So you don't know who that masked bastard is either, huh, then?
I'm afraid not. Their every action thus far has been a mystery. Ordinarily, they should not have been able to gain access to this world in the first place, and I'm afraid I have no idea what they are trying to achieve by bringing all of you here and testing you. Well, that's a shame.
Yeah, that's the part we want to know most of all.
I only wish I could be of more help. The only other thing I can say about them is that I suspect the Lord of Phantasma is currently in the 7th plane.
There's a 7th? What makes you think that?
That was the first plane they created after appearing in this world. Just what kind of plane that plane is, I don't know. But I can sense dark, inhuman thoughts from there, and they're spreading out across the whole of Phantasma.
That doesn't sound good.
Then we'll be seeing them after the next one, won't we?
Yeah, we just finished the 5th when we came back here. Presuming they're waiting for us on the 7th, the time to fight them head on may not be that far off. I was getting tired of waiting.
As was I. It seems the end may finally be in sight. Now, if only we had some sort of inkling as to what the Lord of Phantasma is trying to achieve.
Oh, I bet you this is Kevin. Actually, I just might, bros. The only person missing. There he is. Kevin? You're up, bro.
It's good to see you again, Father.
You too, bro. Wasn't expecting you of all people to get an invitation here. Or you, for that matter, little lady.
I'm sure you weren't. I've got something I want to ask you, but I suppose that can wait till later.
For sure, bruh. For sure.
Are you sure you're feeling all right?
Right as rain, girl. I'm feeling just great. All that sleep must have done me a lot of good. And I see you guys made a whole lot of progress while I was out cold, too.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Kevin Graham, girl. Or maybe I don't need to introduce myself since you seem to know a thing or two about everyone who's come in here so far.
True. I was able to tell what was happening at the Liber Arc from the garden. And out of all the people here, you are the one closest to the truth of what is happening here. Am I wrong?
What? Nah, I don't think you are. I can't pretend to be much of an expert on what Phantasma is itself. But I got a pretty good idea as to who's responsible for all this bullshit, bruh. I can only think of one person twisted enough to put us through all we've been through.
Wait, it's someone you know?
Yeah, you could say that. Short version is they're a real piece of work. Cunning, arrogant, cold-hearted son of a bitch who doesn't even see people as people, brah. That about sums up who we're dealing with.
Sounds like a real awful guy.
And who, may I ask, is it that you're talking about?
Well, about that, brah, would you be willing to wait just a little bit longer for the answer to that one? I'm pretty sure I'm right, but I'm still missing one last thing that'll let me be completely certain. I think we'll find out just what that is in the 6th plane, brah.
And here I thought we were finally going to get an answer.
Is there a reason you can't share your theory as is?
Yeah, I realize I'm asking a lot after we come so far, but I promise that as soon as I know for sure, we'll talk. Or I'll talk. I swear on the goddess's name and on the church's emblem, brah. Well, I don't see any reason to say no.
Likewise, he's clearly got his reasons.
It's not often you ask us for favors, so I can let it slide. No problem here.
If he says wait, I'll wait. I feel as though we can trust your judgment, Kevin, so I have no objections either.
Me neither. I don't really care as long as I get to have my fun.
I believe we're all in agreement then.
Yep. Consider this one settled.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Anyway, now that I'm up, I'm also down to take lead again, and I'd appreciate if you backed me up.
No problem. It seems like you're all ready to move on. While you're advancing through the 6th plane, I'll do all that I can on my end to find out more about the 7th. Of course, if you need my support, I'll be happy to provide it through the cube and the monuments as I always have.
Now that you mention it, we haven't really thanked you for all the help you've given us since we got here, have we, brah? Thanks, Celeste. We wouldn't have done this without you.
We are truly in your debt. Please, think nothing of it. I am but a shadow, placed here with a duty to fulfill. I believe helping you to be part of that duty. If I may, allow me to help you however I can.
Will do, girl. Sorry for worrying you too, Reese, but I'm just fine now. So please, just leave everything to me. I'm begging you.
Only if you promise me one thing.
What is it, girl?
I won't make you promise not to put yourself in danger or to overdo it, but don't do anything that would make Rufina sad.
You really know how to hit a guy where it hurts, don't you?
So, will you promise?
Yeah, I promise. I swear in her name, I won't.
All right, back to the playing of the video game finally, after that nice little intro to Chapter 6 there. All right, so we are locked in. Kevin can pick 3 party members. Who are we playing with? Huh. I mean, I guess this is the full squad. We literally have this entire reserve party on the right completely full now. So I'm assuming there's no more room for any more characters. They did make it pretty clear that the last character was probably going to be Ren. But yeah, here we go. Oh yeah, now that you have no more party members, I should check. Oh shit, I haven't been doing the supports. I've had Julie as my support for so long, I forgot to check out the other ones. Yeah, let me make a party and then I'll check out supports. Good idea, Sword Sage. Also, is it wise to stream tits so often, FML? I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke question or an actual question. But the reason why I'm back-to-back tit streams is because tomorrow we're starting Spoopy Fest. October 1st is tomorrow, so I just wanted to not start anything new until tomorrow or play anything different or whatever, you know. But anyway, who do I want to use? We've used everybody now, so I literally can just pick a party that I want to use. That's how I'm going to look at this. I kind of just want to use my OP-ass party of Dickard and Ren, and then throw in like Chloe or somebody who's a good healer. Although, Ren's pretty good at magic. I don't really need that good of a healer after that. I think I am going to just do it, man. I'm just going to do it, man. I kind of want to use Estelle. Estelle is like such a savage, and so is Joshua. Estelle's too... You know what? I'm using Estelle. We can't not have our girl Estelle. You know what I mean? This is actually a really hard decision. There's so many characters. You can make so many different parties. But I'm going to go with this for right now. We still have, you know, we have all of plane 6, and then there's going to be a plane 7. So that much we know for sure. There may even be more after that. We don't know yet. But we know at least that much. All right, so to begin, let's check equipment situations. He has the lunar seal. I'd love to give him that one... Unless I have it on someone else. I gave it to this guy. That's fine. He can have that. What did I do with that one? Did I put it on her?
Just trying to figure out where I put that one. Yeah, it can't be on anyone else. I don't know what I want to put on Kevin, but I feel like I should put on some better stuff than what I have here, you know? So this prevents nothing, but it does give CP recovery up. This prevents confuse. This is like a magic attack one. I don't know. Do I just put this on? This is pretty good. Yeah, we'll go with that. And as for his actual outfit, oh, I could buy him a better suit, probably. And some better boots, probably, too. Oh, I forgot I got these Strega Zeros. Put those on. Forgot I got those. Alright. Kevin's pretty good at magic, but he can swing either way. Fair enough, fair enough. Anyway, Richard the Hedgehog. Richard the Hedgehog. Scariest thing about October is I won't be playing this for a month. I mean, I guess, Tara. I don't know. Some people are excited about this playthrough, but it'll be fine. Y'all will be fine. Sure would. I'm going to see if there's a better bow coming up. I'm not going to buy him a bow right now. In fact, my whole party should be good on weapons for the moment. Yeah, looks like we're good right now. Let's just go refill my CP and get right back into the game. 6 playing, here we come. Actually, no, I take that back. We're going to do a couple things before that. Actually, I'm going to have to change my party to do that now that I just remembered what I wanted to do. We're going to have to bring... Crap, I forgot who to bring. No, we did all the moon doors. The moon doors are done. Okay, wait. Yeah, okay. Never mind. We're going to switch my party completely for a minute, and we'll be right back to this party. I need to bring Olivier and Vander. Got it. Okay, I call him Vander. Mueller, or whatever his name is. Mueller. So we got to switch our party completely right now. So, yeah, we're going to swap it out right now, but that's the party I'm probably going to use in a little bit. Right now, we're going to go Tita, Mueller, and Olivier.
You're right, please.
Because we got a few things we need to do. You like that I'm pushing this to November since you have 2 weeks off to enjoy the playthrough, Sword Sage? See? Not everyone's sad about it. You finally bought an SD card for your Switch, FML, and a couple of Weeb things. That's good, I guess. That way you don't always have to delete hella stuff. I was about to say, I can have another page of saves, right? Indeed I can. All right. Let's head over to Tita's door real quick, because I'm very curious what happens if you go to her door. His name should be Tit Sage instead of Sword Sage. True that. All right, what happens when you return to this door with Tita this far into the game? Oh... Wait. It said bring... Hold on. So first of all, there's 2 parts. But it says bring to me the girl skill normal legendary accompanied by an ever-burning flame. I probably have to bring Agate for this. When you have met my conditions, return to me. Son of a biscuit. That's why. Okay. So you have to get Agate to open it. So I wouldn't have been able to do this earlier anyways until I got Agate. Which hasn't been for that long. But okay, now I know. Let me go grab Agate real quick. We'll do this one first. We've been letting this one linger for way too long. We're going to get this one done first. So watch it one more time. See ya.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. All right. Let's try this one more time. You bought a book, and you bought a Totoro 3D crystal puzzle. Wow. Those are a couple of nerd things for sure, FML. Alright, so now we should be good to go in here. So I guess we're going to get a little backstory thing with Agate and Tita. So let's do it. Doodaloo. Who's ready to read for a little while? It's all right. I'll just be glad to finally get this one, done. Stop letting it linger in my brain, I shall grant you memory fragment and my blessing. Here we go. Here we go. They should make a Fire Emblem / Trails game. Huh. That could be interesting. I mean, I'm assuming you mean with, like, the characters crossing over, Terra, because otherwise, they have their own distinct styles of game. Anyway, here's Agate showing up in Zeiss. Ding, ding, ding. He's probably showing up for dinner or whatever. Bah, can't believe I'm going through with this. I should never have given in to pressure and promised to come here once a month in the first place. Having to adjust my schedule all the time just so I could come all this way to eat. Such a pain in the ass. Bah, well, whatever. I do owe her, I guess. What the hell? I just felt this horrible chill run down my spine. What was that for? Okay then. Doesn't seem like I caught a cold or anything. Probably no big deal. Not nervous to meet the parents at all. Here we go. Well, that's everything switched that needs to be. The machine guns are new models, so they could probably do with some tweaking. I don't really remember what I did with this girl's voice, but it's whatever. That's all of its armament strengthened. Its mobility is up 16% because of all the work we did through the night, Huh, okay. I think we should leave it like this for now, and take some data as is before we start doing anything else. Works for me. Ordinarily, we just settle for testing whether it can perform basic actions at this stage, then call it a day. But thanks to all Tita's help, it ended up relatively complete for a prototype. I think we could probably get away with doing a simple combat test using it even. And we should, too. After all, it just so happens that we have a perfect guinea pig for it coming. You would pay to see Ike fight Agate or one particular character from some later games? Well then. That Fire Emblem Tits crossover or Trails crossover would be certainly interesting, I'm sure. Anyway, Mom! Dad! Oh my god, I can't even do the Tita voice right now. Jesus. One thing FML is correct on, playing this game on back-to-back days. Not the greatest thing for my voice. Mom! Dad! Morning, Tita. Did you sleep well? Yeah, I'm feeling great. But, all I can picture in my mind is the sight of that red-headed hooligan crawling on the ground after getting the beating of a lifetime by the Orbital Gear. I can hardly wait to see it in real life, too. Mom! I keep trying to tell you that Agate is really not a bad person. Don't take what she's saying to heart, Tita. She could probably stand to discuss the issue a bit more tactfully. But I'm sure all she wants is to find out exactly what Agate's doing trying to worm his way to you in the first place. Oh boy, even Dad seems to have him wrong. Okay, let me explain this one more time. He might be sort of rude and blunt, and he does grumble every time that he has to do something, and he has a bad habit of scaring people off easily, but he's actually a kind, good person, I swear. Really, now? I'm starting to get a little worried about him, too. What? Why? I keep saying he's a really nice person. All right, time to go and get things ready. I'll leave the final adjustments to you, Dan. I've got something to take care of elsewhere. You're going, then? That I am. I've heard more than enough. Something has to be done. The sinner must be punished with death. What? Mom, where are you going? Wait. Oh boy, here comes the grandpa voice. Grah! No! What in Adios' name is happening here? Are you alright? I live. What was Erica in such a hurry for? Well, it's time for the testing to begin. You're not much less of an overprotective parent than she is, I'll have you know. Where is she? I could have sworn I saw her running this way. Where could she have gone?
Probably shouldn't have arrived so early. Might as well drop by the guild and see if there's any work to do until evening. Oh shit. What? Oh shit. Was that just my imagination? The second I walked in the door, I felt like my life was in mortal danger. The only person here is that researcher there, so it must have been.
Oh, my, what have we here? If it isn't Agate Krasner. I pity you, I really do.
Come again?
I never dreamed my target would come wandering in nonchalantly while I was making the necessary preparations for his execution. But that makes things easier for me. Now I can tell you what I want directly. We prepared a most perfect place to die for you over at the Central Factory. So come along, there's not a moment to waste.
Who are you? You here to pick a fight with me or something?
Not at all. This is a completely legitimate request I've made to the guild. Or more specifically, to you.
Like hell you did. No request like that would ever get accepted here. If you want to submit a request to the guild, you're gonna have to come up with something a little better than that.
Oh, you pitiable flea. I figured you were a little thick-headed, but I didn't think your general IQ would be quite this low. You need to be more aware of your sins!
What does this woman have against me? Her eyes are scaring the shit out of me.
Clean out those ears of yours and listen well, moron. This request is about testing the capabilities of the Orbital Gear by comparing it to you in a variety of situations, which means that by helping us, we'll be able to improve it. Ha! And in the process, maybe the unforgivable sins you've committed shall be...
Just what are you rambling on about, woman? Maybe you didn't get the memo, but the Bracer Guild exists to help people who really need it. We don't exist to just do any old thing someone feels like asking us to do. So I really haven't got time to be messing around with some crazy time waster.
Is that the real reason you don't want to do this? Or are you just scared?
Say that again?
Oh shit. I can't find her anywhere in town at all, and she hasn't gone home. Just where could Mom have run off to? It's not my fault you're not listening to me. As I said, if you help with these tests, I might even be gracious enough to consider reducing your punishment a little. That sounded like Mom. Could she be in the guild? Oh boy.
If you want help that much. Tita?
Agate! What are you doing with my... Oh, and one more thing I want to make very clear right off the bat. You do not get within a 1 cell's radius of my sugar powder donut under any circumstances. Are we clear, you shameless hoodlum?
Wait a sec.
Whoosh. Zoom!
The hell? What just happened here? She just up and ran off with Tita. I hope I didn't just witness her getting abducted by someone dangerous.
You don't need to worry about that.
Oh, what's up, Kilka?
Her name is Erica Russell. She's Tita's mother.
Her mother? That is Tita's mother? You gotta be kidding me!
Her parents came back here from abroad about 2 weeks ago, Erica and Dan Russell. Their arrivals was somewhat unconventional, admittedly, but they really are Tita's parents. I can assure you of that.
You're trying to tell me that woman is related to her by blood?
And with that mystery solved, would you mind if you got right to discussing work matters? If we got right to discussing work matters?
Oh, yeah, lay it on me. I'm free until this evening, so if you got any quick jobs that need doing, I can knock them out for you.
Well, first, there's this one from the Central Factory. They're requesting assistance with a variety of tests for a prototype of a new weapon called the Orbital Gear.
Orbital Gear? Hold up a minute, that sounds familiar.
The guild has officially accepted the request that Erica mentioned to you earlier. It has your name on it, in fact.
Ugh, I can't believe this. She actually submitted that as an official request.
I don't know much more about this Orbital Gear than you do, I'm afraid. She merely described it as a weapon that combines the finest in Liberal's orbital technology. It's being developed by the entire Russell family together, to boot. The location you'll need to go is Zeiss Central Factory.
A new weapon? Wait a sec. You said the whole Russell family, right? Not just the adults? Please tell me Tita isn't involved in this crap.
I couldn't tell you, she didn't say. I've heard Tita was about ready to graduate from being an apprentice and become a full-fledged engineer, though, so perhaps she is. Would her involvement be a problem to you, Agate?
Well, no, but I've never met her parents. I've only heard about them from Tita, so it's not like I can pretend to know what they're like. But her mom's nothing like she made her sound, and she seems kind of messed up in the head. If that kook's got Tita involved in developing some new kind of weapon. Put that request on hold now. Hold for now, Kilika.
On hold? Don't give it to anyone else for now, I assume you mean.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and find out what's going on. Don't even think of giving that to anyone else before I'm back. I'm gonna go talk to this crazy bitch.
Oh shit, we actually get to play? Well, I'm assuming we're just going to the factory, so let's just go. I don't feel like wasting time in these, like, side stories. Rather just get the show on the road, you know what I'm saying? Though maybe we should save it in case something crazy goes down, you know what I mean? Basement floor, here we come. Is this where they're doing the stuff? Maybe? Maybe not. Maybe they're not doing this on the basement floor. Da 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 da. Could have sworn that would have been on the first floor, but apparently it's not. Oh boy. Gotta love that frame skippage. Gotta love that frame skippage. Hey, hey, hey. I'm confused. Where the hell are they working on this shit? It's gotta be the basement floor. It's the only floor that makes sense. Yep. I must have missed something. Or it's on the roof. Never mind.
Bah, just where are those two gone? Can't find them anywhere.
Or I was just supposed to check the whole building. Hey, look, it's Dad.
Hey there. You must be Agate. Who's this guy? He doesn't seem like any ordinary engineer. Oh, I get it now. You're Dan, right? Seem to remember hearing you were a bracer at one point.
Oh, was it Cassius who told you?
Oh, no. I've just heard some stuff about you from Tita and her grandpa.
Huh, right.
Actually, he quit the whole bracer thing about 10 years back, didn't he? Makes it right around when Cassius joined. Can't imagine him being as much of a lunatic, but who knows? You guys are developing a new weapon, right? I heard you got Tita helping you out with it. That true?
Oh, yeah. She's not just a simple assistant, however. She's a formal member of its development team. Tita's become so much more capable over these past couple years. I don't even feel like there's all that much I can teach her to her anymore.
I was right.
Man, this frame skipping shit is starting to piss me off. What the hell have you guys got going? Got your kid? God, I can't read words today. What the hell have you guys got your own kid doing? Huh? I know you're busy and that you can't afford to be back home to hear that often. And I know that little squirt loves Orbitech, so part of me gets why you'd want her to help with whatever new stuff you got in the works. But that doesn't make it okay to let someone that young work on developing a new weapon. Use some common goddamn sense, man. What's so funny? Agate, do you trust her? What's trust got to do with this? And don't go trying to change the subject on me. What you got her doing it? I've heard a lot about you since coming back here. And with that, there's just one thing I want to hear the answer from you directly. Now, it's my understanding that you've been keeping her company quite often while my wife and I were away. Is that because you feel she's unreliable, or maybe just a coincidence, or is there some other reason? Just what have you been trying to achieve by being with her so much? What? I wasn't trying to achieve anything. Guess if I had to give an answer. There's no denying how much she's helped me. I'll admit, at the start, she seemed like she could do jack all, and I stuck around to protect her. But she never actually needed it. She's ended up doing way more for me than I ever did for her in the end. So yeah, I guess when I put it that way, I do trust her. Your daughter's pretty damn amazing. I see. Okay, so he doesn't seem to have as many screws loose as his wife. I could probably give him a pass, right? Look, I'm guessing there's some special reason Tita ended up involved in developing that weapon of yours, right? You mind telling me what it is? Yeah, there is. Well, I suppose it couldn't hurt to tell you. You're familiar with Ren from Ouroboros, right? Yeah. The crazy strong little girl with the huge robot. Couldn't forget her if I tried. Tita told us that she's friends with that girl. Which sounds insane, I know. Nah, it's not. She doesn't talk about it, but I know she is. Feels like she's going to unnatural lengths to avoid the issue even coming up, too. That makes explaining this a little simpler. The Orbital Gear project was begun with the aim of developing a new kind of weapon that could compete with the society's advanced military technology. Eventually, we hope to end up with something that can even go head-to-head with Pater Mater. As soon as she heard about what we were planning to do, Tita told us she wanted to be a part of it. To be part it. Thanks, typo. Of her own volition. At first, Eric and I were strongly opposed to the idea. It was Tita who insisted she wanted to do whatever she could to keep the connection she had with Ren. She wouldn't take no for an answer. She insisted this was something she could do for her. From my perspective, her intention isn't actually to talk Ren down or anything along those lines. She just thinks that by participating in the Orbital Gear's development, she'll be able to keep thinking about her. The project connects them in a tiny way, even if they can't meet, and even if Tita can't do anything more substantial for her. It really is a tiny connection. And yet, that's probably the best she can do for Ren right now, and she's determined to do it. I had no idea. She's such an idiot. How am I supposed to know you're shouldering something that heavy if you don't tell me? She's working on the project formally as an engineer. No different to me, or to Eric or me. Damn it. Punched my microphone stand, sorry. My wife was the one who gave her permission. After she showed as much resolve as she did, it wouldn't have been fair of us to treat her like a child. Alright, Alvin, have a good BRB, whatever you're doing. You mind if I ask something? Where's that Orbital Gear thing now? Does that mean you're up for the job? Well, I can't walk the hell away. She might do something crazy again if I leave her alone. I see. Albert was right about you, Agate. You do seem to have some promise. What are you talking about? What Gramps say? You'll need this, incidentally. Identification card. Using this in the elevator will let you get to B5F of the building where the test will take place. Tita and Erica should be there. You're going to want to make sure you're ready if you do go, though. Erica's been dead set on testing you. I couldn't care less what she wants. I'm just going to go help Tita with the tests. What anyone else is none of my business. What anyone else does is none of my business. What about you, Dan? Oh, sorry. What about you, Dan? Ain't you coming?
Don't mind me. I'll be there. And just so we're clear, I haven't decided to accept you myself yet.
Accept me as what? They all think he's robbing the cradle, and they're so concerned about it. Let's see if Agate can fuck some shit up. I guess this is the place? This explains why I couldn't find this room, though. This fucking 5th floor basement that I never even knew existed. Wait, is that it? That's all the checks on the legs complete. I guess I'll check the settings one more time, too. I got nothing to do till Mom and Dad come back, so I should make the most of it. I thought it was going to be an orbital cannon. Can't believe you're making a robot as nuts as this. Agate? What are you doing here? Is it because of Mom? Did she ask you to come here? I'm so sorry. Mom and Dad seem to got you all wrong. I keep trying to explain to them what you're really like, but they never listen to me. It's not a big deal. I ain't here because your mom asked me to come anyway. You're not? Well, I heard you were working pretty hard down here, like as a proper engineer. So I figured I'd come and join you as my way of showing my support, I guess. Helping with these tests is an official request anyway, so it works out. Okay, let me give you a brief rundown of the orbital gear then. The prototype's most distinguishing characteristic is that the pilot can climb inside and operate it directly from within. It hasn't been decided for sure the final model will necessarily be like this though. Oh, and then there's how it reaches its maximum mobility. Come over here for a minute. Sure. We designed a new walking system to increase its mobility substantially, you see. Ordinarily, bipedal robots require 2 units that control their posture and center of gravity, which work in tandem with one another to walk. But this approach really drains system resources across the whole archaism. The way we've chosen to resolve this is... Oh? Huh? Oh, hi, Mom. Just hiding behind the fucking robot. What the hell? Mom, how long have you been there? So you've decided to assist with the test, have you, Agate Krosner? You're so sweet. Does that mean you finally accepted your sins and have come to repent? I have no freaking clue what you're talking about. You were trying to get close to Tita thinking I wasn't here, weren't you? Admit your sins and repent! I finally have first-hand evidence! For crying out loud, will you quit with the eyes? It's giving me the creeps. He might be completely useless when it comes to technology, but he's got potential, don't you think?
You might just be right. I have to admit, there were concerns.
That's what I figured.
But I can appreciate that he at least tries to follow subjects he doesn't understand, instead of outright refusing to listen to them.
What are you two doing up there? Especially you, Dan. You were just up on the roof with me a minute ago.
I did tell you I was going to watch the test, didn't I? Well, here I am.
I can't work out what he's thinking any more than I can his wife. Don't you dare ignore me, Agate Krosner. Doom, 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 doom. Well, regardless, since everyone's gathered now,
I suppose it's time for us to begin.
What are we doing? I finished all the necessary final checks. Good girl, Tita. Let the testing begin. What is wrong with this family? Bunch of crazy bitches. Gonna make Agate fight the robot. Oh, and they're gonna make Tita pilot it. Well, Tita, do you think you'll be able to operate it all right? Yep, I'll be fine. I've had plenty of practice. I'm ready to go as soon as everyone else is. Beginning monitoring. No problems in the data link.
Looks like we're good to go. Okay, Agate, we're now going to begin testing on the orbital gear version 0.5. You sure you're ready for this?
Yeah, I am. I've come this far. Not gonna turn tail now.
I want you to promise one thing before we begin, though. The final test will be a mock battle between yourself and the orbital gear.
If you cause Tita to have so much as the tiniest scratch on her, I'll be sending you up to the goddess personally. I wouldn't go quite that far, but you get the idea. We'll break your fucking legs. No, all right? I know. I ain't gonna hold back, but I ain't gonna hurt her either. That's all I wanted to hear. Okay, for starters, just gonna break both your arms. Dan went around Agate and began attaching small cords to various points on his body. What are you doing? Those are so we can collect data from your body in real time during the testing process. This prototype's mobility should be about equal to your own, if not a little above what you're capable of. So this should be the perfect way to test what it can really do. Sorry, I have a hair hanging in my face and I need to get it off my nose. It's bothering me. Get out of my face, hair. Jesus. Well, if that's your reason, I'm sure this isn't some form of harassment. Of course not. Why would we harass you? Right. Erica, if you would.
Gladly.
Foo! Ha! Ha! Ga! What is happening? Ga! Sha! Ha! What is she fucking doing right now, dude? Did she just perform some kind of fucking chakra? What am I even watching here? That's Erica's success dance. What the fuck? She always does it before every big test or experiment. Sha! Alrighty, I'm ready. Tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Setup complete.
I can't believe you still do that after all this time.
It's not like it actually has any practical effect either. If you look at the data from all the tests she's done collectively, there's no difference in the odds of success whether she does it or not. Here, let me take care of that. Fire! Gah!
As you can see, it's best to leave her alone when she gets all fired up like this. I'm feeling exhausted already, and we haven't even started yet. So do we really got to do like a throwdown battle right now? First test is a simple race. You're going to be doing 3 laps of the course, and the first to the finish line wins. There are obstacles in the way too, just so you know. Be careful of those. Are you ready, Agate? Ready as I'll ever be. Let's get this started. I'm here for work, not to play. Haha, so you are. Well, take your positions. Ready, go! Damn, okay. What just happened? It flew.
I'm sorry, Agate, but Mom told me if I had to finish the race by jumping over the finish line all of a sudden.
I should have known. Mind you, it's not like jumping was against the rules of the race. We wanted to collect data from it, too. I'd say you've only got yourself to blame for getting cocky, wouldn't you? Ugh. Wow. Intense music for this test. Huh? What are we doing now? This is the test of the orbital gear's precision. What I want you to do is place the 4 colored drum cans on their corresponding tiles on the floor. It'll be harder than it looks. Don't assume this is going to be a snap. Okay. If I lose this, I'm never going to hear the end of how I'm a clumsy excuse for a human, am I? Alright, let's get started then. Begin! Nice. Heh, piece of cake.
Wow, we got some excellent data out of that. Well done, Tita. You did a wonderful job operating it.
The adjustments Dad made all the difference, really. His tuning of the actuators was perfect.
I don't doubt that. He's always been good at handling these things.
The arms have acceleration control now, too.
Man, was there even any point in me being here if you're just gonna ignore me? Well, that test wasn't just about collecting data. Didn't really matter who won. Still, that's not true for the next one. Now the real fun begins. Oh boy.
The last test we're going to be performing is a mock battle to test the orbital gear's overall capabilities. Take your positions, both of you.
Okay.
Got it.
We've been through this once before, but it bears repeating. Only aim for the orbital gear. If I find so much as a hair out of place on Tita, you will be painfully, very painfully executed on the spot. I know. You don't need to keep stating the obvious.
Are you ready?
Yeah. Bring it on, bitch. All right, orbital gear match begin. What do I have here? You know what? I'm gonna give myself a little forte boost. Cause why not? This is probably one of those battles where it doesn't really matter if you win or lose. Alright, Dragoona Edge, spinning attack. Let's try that one. Haha. You want to hit me and run away? This is what you get, bitch. For the win! Easy win. Did we just murder Tita by blowing that thing up, though? Huh, that wraps that up. You cheated! You totally cheated! Cheated? How? You're full of shit. I am not! You used some kind of invisible special power. You must have. Like hell I did.
All right. Well, I think it's only fair to call this Agate's victory.
That was the last of the tests, right? Request fulfilled then. My work here is done. Silly me, I nearly forgot, Dan. Didn't you say you wanted a one-on-one fight against this red-headed ruffian yesterday?
Did I? Oh, right, I did. Cassius told me a little bit about him, so I'd like the opportunity at some point.
What? I have a bad feeling about this. You're the best. Go and get your weapon.
It doesn't necessarily have to be now.
Now! You're doing it now! No time to waste!
All right. I'll leave things here to you, Erica.
Don't think this is going to be easy either. He might have been forced to retire because of an injury, but he's still very strong. He's the one who taught Cassius the basics of fighting with a staff 10 years ago, even. Seriously? Cassius then went on to perfect the art of using one to fight himself, admittedly. But that should give you an idea of just how strong my awesome hubby is, surely. Now I really don't want to back down. Hey, wait a sec. The tests are over. My work is done. Why am I stuck doing another completely unrelated fight? Your work's not done until I say it is, bucko! Oh yeah, while we're waiting for Dan, I need to check Tita hasn't gotten any injuries. Because if she has, you know what's gonna happen, bitch! Come on down, Tita. What's wrong, sweetie? I kinda can't. Somewhere airs come up and I don't know what to do. Huh? What's going on? Oh no! No! Damn it, no! No matter what commands I try to give, it won't respond! Shut it down, Tita! I can't! It won't do anything I tell it to! Hey, what's going on here? Explain this in a way I can understand. Oh shit, there's a way you understand. Shit's going haywire. Tita, what's going on? Have you lost control of it? Run! Oh shit. Okay. Well, the battle ain't over yet, bitch. Eat shit! that bitch with the attack delay. Ooh, I'm blinded and I don't like it. How many Curia bombs? We got 10. That's good shit. Just don't be blinding me. Don't be blinding me. Oh. And so we blind and I eat another Kyria bomb. It's not eating, it's more like healing. Eat this. Almost got her, almost got her. I don't want to die though, so be careful. Be smart, be smart. You can't believe you come into the stream the moment where Agate canonically kills Tita. I know, right, Rio? You came in at the right time. How's it going, man? Welcome to the stream. Though I seriously doubt he's going to actually kill her right now. But who knows? I don't know. Eat dicks! Murdered! Rip Tita. You doing okay? I've stopped it from moving. Come on, get out. Come on out. I can't. The seatbelt's stuck. Damn it. Yeah, the store has a third part. Her funeral. That's pretty funny, Rio. Thank goodness. Oh, shit. Damn, Agate got fucked up. Are you sure you don't mean it has Agate's funeral, Rio? Because goddamn. Huh? Tita! Oh, Daddy's here. Why are you such an Erica hater, Tara? She's entertaining at the very least.
Whew. Just in the nick of time. Are you two okay?
Tita and I are fine, but... Oh. Agate! 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 No! No, this is all my fault! All because of me, I'm so sorry. I'm always causing you nothing but trouble with my selfishness. If I just keep quiet, none of this would have happened. This is all my fault. All of it. If I hadn't said I wanted to get closer to Ren. I knew I couldn't really do anything for her. I knew this was just for my own satisfaction. This wasn't what I wanted to happen at all. I swear, this wasn't what I was trying to do by getting involved in this project. But...
Gah. Give it a rest, will you? My head's pounding enough without you crying.
Oh, Agate?
It'll take more than that to finish me off. Figured you'd know that. Ugh. Damn, though. That thing packs a punch. I'm lucky I was able to block the brunt of the impact with my sword. If I hadn't, I'd probably have a date with the goddess right about now. Hey, I said I'm fine, all right? This is nothing. So stop your crying, all right?
But this is all because of me. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I quit. So...
Don't you dare give up, Tita.
What?
You heard me. Don't you dare just throw in the towel over something this small. You want to get closer to Ren, right? You want to understand her better, right? Then try and do it. Don't just give up at the first hurdle you come across.
Even when you get hurt?
I've had a worthless 10 years, Tita. I'm not going to deny that. But there was one thing I could never bring myself to do, and that was to throw this away. Never. But that's fine,
because this is why I'm the bracer that I am now. Plenty of folks have things that become such a big part of them, they can't bear to throw them away or leave them behind. Things that, no matter how much they try to forget, they just can't. I got something like that. And I'm pretty sure you found something like that too, don't you?
He's right. I really do. Agate, I changed my mind. I won't give up. I don't have time to stand around crying now when I've got things I need to do. I'll think about what I can do and I'm gonna do it. Because just like you're a bracer, I'm now a researcher.
Really now?
Agate?
It's nothing. What? What's with the faces?
It's all starting to make sense now.
See? I told you. He's rude, he's thick-headed, he's got all the tact of a wrench to the groin. But there's promise in him, that there is.
The preparations for it aren't quite finished, but I think it's time we get to the second phase of testing our red-headed friend right away.
The hell are you talking about?
It looks like I underestimated you, Agate. Tita seems to have come out of this unharmed, just as you promised.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like you to come to our house this evening.
Huh? I thought coming over for dinner was why I was here in Zeiss to begin with.
You'll be more than welcome.
What's going on with him all of a sudden?
Agate, thank you very much again for earlier. You ended up having to protect me again.
It's fine. It doesn't bother me. Still, sorry. But I think I'm going to have to pass on
Today we're having a hot pot full of mushrooms and wild plants, and a soup with lots of seaweed. Mom and Dad finally seem to understand you better too, so this should be really fun. Now we all get to enjoy a nice hot pot together.
Oh, right. Can hardly wait.
Also, welcome to the stream, Frog. How you doing, sir? You in there? We're finally working on that Tita door you've been waiting on. Sorry you missed most of it. Well, I say most. I don't know how much longer this is going to be. God, those frame skips are annoying as fuck, man. I don't understand.
So that's what it was. I can't believe I didn't notice that when I was doing the final checks. This is all my fault.
We don't know that for sure yet, Tita. Let's not jump to conclusions. No good comes from blaming yourself or feeling responsible before we know if you had anything to do with it.
Okay. Still.
Gah! Where the hell did this hammer come from? What's wrong with this place?
Huh? That sounded like Agate.
Really? Probably just your imagination.
Maybe. That reminds me, he should be here any minute now. I'd better go and warm up the food.
Whoa. Why'd a bunch of lances pop out of the ground?
Erica, I think lances may have been overdoing it a tad.
At least stick with concealed holes in the ground, won't you?
Gah!
How long are we looking at before he's able to make it here, might I ask? I was hoping to take this chance to have a man-to-man talk with him.
That only the goddess knows. Seems like he's putting up a good fight. But make no mistake, Agate Krosner. Our testing process has only just begun. Oh boy.
Hey, all right. Orbital Gear Project Part 2 finished. Ah, and Tita learned an S-Craft Orbital Gear. Sweet. Well, well, well. That one is done. I don't know if there's a third part to that one, but part of me is hoping there's not. Let's check. No. Now we're good? Okay, cool. I'm really glad there's no more to that. Because that was long.
enough on its own.